Welcome to the MineSanity podcast.
What's up, guys? My name's Azrael Eternity, and welcome to the MineSanity podcast. With us today, Gravewalker.
Hey.
And Banjo Bates.
Hiya.
And everybody's talking about 1.8. What you know about 1.8?
Door stack.
Did you really just do that?
Yes, I did.
Door stack,
okay.
We just
door stack.
Shut up, Banjo.
Snapshot 14W02A, B, and C this past week. B and C obviously being bug fixes to A. But A has the real meat and potatoes. And the big things about it are enchanting, the changes to enchanting, the changes to villager trading and breeding, and what else?
Item repairing in the anvil.
Yeah, item repairing in the anvil, and new blocks. There's new blocks.
New blocks.
So, added in, there is now a slime block. It's just like how you would imagine, crafted with 9 slime balls.
Bouncy.
And players, mobs, and particles that land on the top side will bounce as if
Oh,
on a
the particles
trampoline.
bounce?
Yeah, particles bounce.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Bounce rebound velocity is scaled by impact velocity. So how far you fall depends on how far you tumble. A bounce can be avoided by holding the spacebar. Good to know. It prevents fall damage and
right?
Huh?
I'd expect shift or sneak.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm sure
Walking on slime blocks is actually slower than soul sand.
Yes, it is.
Which is something that I find strange, but I guess it's sticking
It's
to
sticky.
your feet.
Yeah.
You're trudging. Well, sticky doesn't make sense. But I was gonna go.
Imagine a giant pool full of corn syrup.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking. Either that or a giant blob of Jello.
Yeah,
or not Jello, but what's cornstarch and water?
Yeah.
Where you move slowly in it and it gets really, really thick, and if you
I don't know how well you would bounce on that though, but who knows?
I think it's pretty elastic. I mean, I've never filled up a pool with cornstarch, but
we're gonna have to do this now. We're gonna have to test it.
It's on my bucket list.
My sanity, Mythbusters. So other blocks that were added: granite, diorite, and andesite.
All three of which look pretty cool.
They have very much an old gravel, or old, like the dirt sort of pattern, but with different colors. They can.
Sorry. Okay. I saw a post on Reddit where someone made a Tudor-style house with the lightest color one.
Gotcha.
And it looked really good.
Naturally occurring blocks.
However,
you can also be
craft
them.
Yes.
Hey, host, me host. I talk.
Oh, I thought you weren't doing the calls here.
Shut up, Andrew.
They are naturally found naturally at below Y80, and they also can be crafted. Diorite can be crafted with 2 cobblestone and 2 nether quartz in a checkerboard pattern. Andesite can be crafted with cobble and a diorite, and granite can be crafted with nether quartz and diorite. It is said that they are going to be in equal abundance, or in the same sort of veins as you would find gravel or dirt, like while caving or in the ground. So they're going to be fairly large patches. I don't believe that they are subject to gravity, so they work more like
they're not.
Dirt.
Yeah, they just kind of have the appearance of gravel. That's about it.
Yeah. And they can be crafted into polished versions in a 2x2 sort of configuration, kind of like if you have sandstone to make. I was going to say sandstone to make smooth sandstone. Would be a more accurate.
Yeah. Yes.
But they have the same sort of data values and blast resistance and mining time as stone.
Actually, I believe they are just stone variants.
Yeah, they're just stone with a different mated value or whatever.
So, is the diorite, the andesite, and the granite, is that... Oh yeah, all 6 of them do. The polished and the regular all have... Oh, sweet. So that means that they're going to be haste 2, efficiency 5.
Yes.
Blaze right through them.
Okay. Another great thing that they added in, you can craft chiseled stone brick.
Yes.
You can craft every type of the stone brick, yeah. And I know the
Except for
chiseled
crack.
stone makes...
No, you can't. You cannot craft cracked stone brick still.
That's
Really?
a mouthful.
Yeah.
Huh.
How would you even do that, Ray?
Well, I know one way.
How's that?
This is just throwing out an idea because I'm playing with TNT right now, but
No.
TNT.
No.
Blow up stone brick and you get cracked stone brick.
No, but if
No.
you craft vines with regular stone bricks, you get mossy stone brick, and if you craft 2 stone brick slabs in a vertical fashion, you get chiseled stone brick.
So, like
Yeah.
I said, I'm playing with TNT right now, and there's actually a good reason. I was curious whether or not TNT would bounce on slime blocks, which would be hilarious, but no.
No.
That wasn't. Well, it's an entity, so I mean, it was worth
Yeah.
trying.
Except items don't bounce.
I didn't know that. I hadn't tested it.
Do your testing
Another.
guy.
What?
Do your testing, guy.
Ooh, I have an idea. Something that might work is in order to craft cracked stone brick, you have to use a pickaxe. Pickaxe in the middle, and then stone bricks all around it.
And it would use
uses-
the durability.
Exactly, uses durability.
That could be cool.
That's interesting. I don't know that they have any.
Oh no, but you wouldn't be able to do that because you can only have one output.
Like,
If
No,
you could do
just
it with a
cakes.
wooden
Cakes.
pick.
Cakes.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna
cakes. You
say.
get the bucket back.
Oh, that's true.
But the whole durability thing.
If
Oh,
it consumed,
it probably wouldn't.
at this point, if it consumed an iron pickaxe, I would be happy
Well,
with how
There's
that
some more
iron
news.
farm is working.
Well,
The
yeah, yeah, that too.
So, this thing is actually kind of cool that I saw, but mostly for adventure maps that are being cheatily made, not made in survival like I'm trying to do, is you can now add NBT tags to chests to
Yeah, to lock
lock
them.
containers unless you're
Yes,
holding a specific item.
oh really?
Well, yes.
Oh, that's
yes.
awesome.
You actually have keys
So
now.
yeah, you can just use a resource pack to make it look like a key.
Or you could use a tripwire hook, which looks like a key.
Which looks
Or
like
you
a key, and you could just rename it.
Hmm.
And you just have to rename it.
Technically, I mean, once you get this all said and done on the map, we could do that to the chests.
Now, that would make it too complicated. If I'm
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
doing it from doing anything like that, I'd be doing it from the get-go, and I would be like freaking doing MC
might-
edit like
you might.
nobody's business.
Yeah.
But it's
I
it's
still
still
say
a really
that is
neat
nuts.
thing for adventure map makers. Of course, you could just I guess if you're in adventure mode, you can't really break containers unless they're
No, yeah. You can
Unless you
only
have the
break
tool.
blocks that. Yeah. Another thing they changed was in adventure mode. I don't think you can break any blocks at all unless you have an item that is specifically coded to break that type of item.
Yeah, there's still a whole bunch of things that you can break with just your fist, though.
No?
You can.
No, they fixed that.
No. They like that's an inherent thing. That's like intentional. Like you can break
No, you're
glass, you
not
can break
able to-
leaves.
Nope.
You're not
They
supposed
changed
to.
They changed that. In
When
this
did they change
snapshot, they
that?
changed it.
This
In the
snapshot.
snapshot. They made it so you cannot break anything at all unless you have a tool that has tags on it saying you can break that
Yeah,
block.
it can't. There's also a new tag for pickaxes, shovels, axes, and swords and stuff. That is can break, and then you put in brackets, sand, dirt, whatever.
Gotcha. New splash text. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah. You can now do /kill
For
Yes,
entities.
for entities.
yes. And players.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I know how
where
it's
that,
gonna go.
You knew where that was aimed.
Yeah, I know exactly how it's gonna go because you guys are fucking dicks.
I probably won't ever maybe do it.
Yeah.
You see, there's just a few too many words in that statement for me to feel reassured.
All right. So the other big changes to the current game, not additions to it, are enchanting and anvils. Enchanting now costs between 1 to 3 levels of experience, and lapis lazuli, lupus.
But you still have to
depending on the tier.
have up to level 30. You have to have 30 levels to get a powerful enchant.
Yeah, it's
But
still
it only uses 3.
Yes.
correct.
It's difficult to understand and
You have
explain.
to have it still works just the same as it did, except instead of consuming all 30 levels, it consumes 3 levels, and a small amount of lapis.
Yeah.
But you still have to have that requisite 30 levels if you want a level 30 enchantment. And like I said, it will cost between 1 to 3 levels depending on the tier of enchantment that you're trying to do. Calculation is all the same. The enchantment seed, though, is stored per player until you enchant something else. So that means, how some people, such as, like BOO, they'll put, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, pulling the tool in and out to change the seed. No longer works.
Yep.
Which I don't think I like
Did we
very
mention
much.
yet that you can now see what one of the enchants is going to be?
Oh, yeah. It tells you 100% chance of 1 enchant you will get.
Yeah.
And it's kind of random as to whether you're going to get more than that. Or
Usually
what level it
with
is.
high level enchants, though, you will.
Yeah. Usually. But, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that whole seed is never changed.
Well, I'll throw a
Until
book
you-
in there, honestly. I mean, if you have if you have an XP farm, it's not a problem.
It's
no,
irrelevant.
but the thing is, you run out of materials if you.
Yeah,
have
you'll
to-
run out of lapis and stuff, but
Well, not lapis, but I mean like books to get those junk enchants.
get rid of
I
the
know,
junk
but
seeds.
also, lapis.
And
I
the
just don't know
text
how I
is
feel about
still completely irrelevant, right? The displayed text is still
Yeah,
completely
I don't even
irrelevant.
Does
all
it
it,
even
all it
have
is
the
a bunch
display
of
text
random
anymore?
words. Yeah, it does. But
It
all
does.
it is a
Oh, I
bunch of
didn't know.
random words with a different alphabet.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have changed the characters to be
English.
actual alphanumeric characters, and it's stuff like star and what was a couple of them ones?
Basically, if you get a bunch of hippies and ask them what their first child's name is, that's what the words are.
I didn't want to say something along that lines, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind
Something
of.
like that.
Anvils has also been changed to go along with experience and the changes for enchanting. Cost of experience is now reduced. Its renaming item will only cost 1 level. And repairing will start between 2 and 5 levels.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So that'll be a big difference.
Basically, they made it so that if you're at level 30 or higher, you don't have to recharge XP as often.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would make this change makes it going to a level like 60 or something kind of worth it.
The only things that I am not liking about it is the change also makes it so that repairing costs are no longer kept down by renaming items.
Wow.
I mean, it sucks, but I mean, like, they're reducing it down to 2 to 5 levels. So how are we to complain about that?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, why are you complaining about that?
Because I liked it, because I just started doing that.
Well, now you have
Now
named items.
Yeah. Well, I have a Silk Touch pick named Silk, and I have a Efficiency 5 pickaxe named Workhorse.
Yeah.
I just rename everything because then if I'm in a big PvP thing and we both die or something like that, it's easy to discern.
I identify parts.
Yeah. You see, that's my arm and that's my leg.
See, the other thing is, like, well, renaming items doesn't really matter unless you're just doing, like, individual items. Whereas if you're renaming stacks of things, it's still going to be the maximum, like, 38, 39 levels. Unless that also got reduced.
I'm pretty sure everything enchanting got reduced.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm in-game in a snapshot right now, so I can...
Okay. So try renaming a stack of rotten flesh to rotten
cookies.
Well, I'm gonna do a stack of dispensers just because that's most of my inventory, and 1 level.
To rename the
Really?
entire stack?
Mm-hmm.
Are
I'm
Hold
you
on,
gonna go
hold
into
on.
survival.
go into
Yeah.
survival, not creative,
I.
and give yourself
It's.
experience.
What are you on? Give me a second. I already
I'm
have
actually
77 levels somehow. And 1 level.
Oh wow.
wow, that's actually amazing.
I mean, I
That's
guess it makes
kinda
sense because if you're
overpowered.
just no, if you're just renaming items, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I know, but it's just that's awesome.
Yeah. Um,
Another change that happened
leveling up
was
also like experience also requires more. It requires more experience to go to different levels.
Yeah, I think they
They up,
increased the scaling.
yeah. So make sure everybody before you update to the snapshot that you're already level 30 or higher.
Or you have an enemy
Level
farm.
90, 100, something like that.
But one other thing that they also did with XP is that trading with villagers now gives XP.
Yes.
See.
So, and also they changed villager breeding, which I'm not sure how it works quite yet. I'll have to play with it. I know that
haven't tried that.
you can trade with them, and it'll be a 100% chance that they will breed. But I'm not sure if they'll
Oh,
breed
you
just on
have
their
to
own.
trade with them to breed?
Yeah.
Potentially?
They have NBT data now that they have a trait called willing. That they have
And
to have had at least one trade in order to gain the trait willing before they will breed. I don't know specifically whether or not after
it's
they breed
required.
once, if the trait goes away, or how
I'm
it's going to work. But
gonna
I think
avoid
it's a
meat
permanent
goats.
trait that as soon as you trade with one, it'll be willing the rest of its life. Um,
Interesting.
it's willing to put out.
Essentially, yeah.
Hear that, ladies?
I was
Hear that,
trying
ladies?
to
You can
avoid.
get
I was
some
trying
big
to
nose
avoid making
action
that
from the
joke.
testificates.
Testificates.
I was gonna
Testificates.
avoid that joke. Yeah.
Um,
True.
the changes to villager trading offers will be less random and probably more useful. Existing villagers will not be affected, so the villagers that you already have will remain as they are. But newly breeded villagers will have possibly new professions. They added
they actually
in
have classes now.
five professions. There's now 11 total.
Yeah.
There is
They
now
divided it up so it's a lot more easy to get a perfect villager, but they also took out the perfect villager thing that everybody always goes for.
yeah.
So it's
and
easier
they
to get one, but it's
and they will
impossible to
actually
get one.
start with multiple trades unlocked. You don't have to progress through them.
Yes, I believe.
So
Oh, really? I
the
didn't know that.
yeah.
I believe they start
Villagers
with
start out with
2.
2 to 4 trades unlocked by default.
Didn't realize it was more than 2. Nice.
Yeah. Up to 4 trades already unlocked. So the new villager professions are the librarian, which is in a white robe and now buys stacked written books and can now offer different enchanted books. The cleric in a purple robe will now sell 1 to 4 pieces of redstone, sells lapis, which we will need for enchanting,
These.
and buys ender pearls and rotten flesh.
Ooh.
That is a big one that you can sell ender pearls to him. So
And
everybody,
rotten
that's
flesh,
essentially
that's
going to be that's the new paper trade.
Pretty much.
That's the new perfect villager of sorts.
Exactly.
Yeah, you it's basically the same kind of thing where you have to do another trade to unlock the one that you tapped out.
Yeah.
So you still can do an infinite trade. You just need something else there to refresh all the trades.
Yeah.
Such as with the rotten flesh to emerald ones, you need emeralds to go to glass or something like that. Something else that he sells.
Okay. Moving on, there's now 4 villagers in brown robes. The fisherman who buys string coal. He will cook normal fish and sell enchanted fishing rods. The farmer no longer sells melon slices, but he will now buy melon blocks, pumpkins, potatoes, and carrots from you, and he will sell you cake and pumpkin pie.
Nice.
The Fletcher will buy string and sell bows, and will convert 10 gravel into about 7 to 10 flint, which does not currently work in 14W2C. The shepherd will sell colored wools, will buy white wool, and will sell shears. And then moving on, the white apron will now be not just the butcher, but also a leather worker. The butcher will buy raw meat and sell cooked meat. And the leather worker will buy leather, sell leather armor, enchanted leather armor, and saddles. So there is now a way to get a renewable way of getting saddles.
Good, but not good at the same time, depending how you look at it.
Well, I mean,
I don't mind it.
yeah, I don't mind
Yeah,
it. Like I view it the same way as records. You know, you can get all of the records by just doing creepers and skeletons, but still finding them in caves and in dungeons and everything is a really rewarding thing, in my opinion. I always take screenshots whenever I find them. That's just how I am. And finally, the Black Apron, which has been split up into 3 different people. The Armorer, who will now sell enchanted diamond armor, iron armor, and chain armor.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
they
sold chain before.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but still.
It makes it easier to get because there's now one person that's specifically selling armor.
Yes.
It doesn't
could
look
also
like
be more difficult to get, honestly.
Yeah, it does not look like he buys anything though. So
no, he doesn't.
He's
specifically just to get those kind of items, and I think he's actually rarer to get bread from.
Well, I'd be interested to see why he's not buying. I would imagine the armor would buy iron and buy diamonds, like they.
You would think.
That would make it kind of overpowered, because then you just buy a bunch of chainmail and then refresh it with iron from an iron farm.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, well, you know. Shut up.
Anyways, the toolsmith sells enchanted iron picks and shovels, and enchanted diamond picks. The weaponsmith will sell an enchanted iron sword, an enchanted diamond sword, an enchanted diamond axe, and an unenchanted iron axe. And that is all of the villagers that will be available now. The disabled trade arrow now has a descriptive tooltip, so it'll let you know what you need to do in order to re-unlock that. Like Banjo said, you have to use another trade in order to unlock ones that have been locked. But trading is now unlocked more freely. It no longer requires trading the last trade that is available to the villager. It's just you have to trade with them. Breeding has changed. Villagers will now only breed when willing, like we were saying. The first time a specific trade is done, the villager will become willing. Any other time, there's a 1 in 5 chance the villager will become willing.
So...
okay. It says here, when a baby villager is born, both parents lose their willingness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it means, that any other time there's a 1 in 5 chance that the villager will become willing.
Oh, okay.
So it can still happen naturally, but it's highly unlikely.
No. Like, a villager has to be traded with in order to gain willing.
Oh, so it's
the first trade. First trade automatically unlocks willing. Then, 1 in 5 chance each trade thereafter, after it's lost willing, it will regain it. And when they breed, it loses the willingness. Finding out a villager's willingness level in survival, or willingness, is difficult. The only way to tell is the amount of XP they give when trading. Normal trading yields 3 to 6 experience. Trading and making a villager willing yields 8 to 11 experience points.
So basically impossible to find out.
Yeah, unless you know exactly how much experience you have to your next level and can track it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, adventure mode. Here's the update that you guys were talking about. Block interaction is now impossible by default. Block outlines do not show unless a block can be interacted with. Added can destroy NBT tags for tools. Oh, so you can make custom tools. to break certain things.
Yes.
Like you
that's
can
what I was
have
talking about.
a diamond pickaxe that can break grass and dirt.
Yep.
Yes.
Interesting.
Very.
Like Banjo was saying at the start of the podcast, or the start when we were talking about this patch, doors can now be stacked up to 64.
Which I would have been fine with just 16 because 64.
16 seemed like the more logical.
But hey, if you want to help me out build another iron farm, that's fine with you, Mojang. Fine with me.
What do we need another iron farm for?
More iron. Must
What,
get more
God,
iron.
why? I cleaned up the iron farm earlier today, and there was 46 stacks of blocks.
Yes.
Once
And
I
I
converted
took
it all.
3 more.
46 stacks of iron blocks.
You can't say you don't love it, Grave.
Oh no, that's awesome.
We
It's
just need to
holy
keep
crap.
up on it to make sure that we're keeping
Well,
it
no,
empty.
I have a disposal system set up.
Now, I know you have the disposal system set up. It's in the nether, isn't it?
No, I have one in the overworld for iron.
Oh.
So if all
Straight
those
into
chests
lava?
fill up, yeah,
Straight into lava.
then a dropper just gets powered to spit it out.
Okay. What's the... Oh, the portal is the timer, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't touch the
Okay.
portal. Never go near that portal, please, 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 please.
Okay.
For the love of God, don't go near that portal. That is literally what makes the thing work.
Boats now break into sticks and wooden planks when landing on a solid surface after falling more than 3 blocks. Okay. Carrots and baked potatoes got nerfed by 1 hunger point each. It's now carrots restore 3 instead of 4, baked potatoes restore 5 instead of 6.
They were pretty shitty to begin with.
No, they're actually pretty good. Baked potatoes, that is.
Well, baked potatoes, but raw ones.
Baked potatoes
Yeah.
were pretty good. Baby animals, sheep, pig, cow, chicken, cat, dog, and horse. All baby animal growth can now slowly be accelerated using the animal's breeding item. Baby animals make particles when right-clicked with the proper food. It appears holding the right mouse button speeds up the growth acceleration process. They will randomly grow up instantly.
Essentially, they're doing the same thing that you can do with horses.
Correct.
So much.
Well, no, the way it makes it sound, though, like, because you can only breed horses with golden carrots and golden apples, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Whereas
the way they
before
grow up.
Yeah. But I mean, does that mean that they removed being able to grow up horses with sugar and wheat and all of those?
I don't think so.
That's the way it's making it sound, that they can grow up slowly, they'll grow an accelerated amount with their breeding item.
Yeah, you can randomly make it.
They say anything about horses though in that?
Yes,
And
baby animals listed: sheep, pig, cow, chicken, cat, dog, horse.
okay, well then
Sounds
I
like a
have
zoo.
no idea.
So who knows?
We'll find out. Well, I mean,
difficulties
technically,
can now be saved per world.
Oh my
Um,
God, yes.
Difficulty defaults to normal instead of easy, and it can be locked in a specific difficulty per world to prevent it accidentally being changed when joining.
the only problem I have with that is I think once you lock it, there's no way to turn it
There is
back.
no way to turn it off.
Yeah.
Which is actually really good for LPers or custom
Yes,
apps.
but I can see that just being kind of annoying in some ways.
I'm sure on a server side portion you can probably still change it. You just have to be able to get into the files, the properties file.
Okay, you
and
can
just
still grow up
change it in
horses with wheat. Just saying.
Okay, sweet. The debug F3 menu now shows which axis you are facing after the cardinal direction.
Oh yeah. It'll if you're facing north, south, east, or west, it'll tell you like towards negative Z or
Yep.
towards positive X or something like that.
Yeah, correct. So
Yep.
that's pretty
It
interesting.
still gives you the north, south, east, west as well,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
So
It's after the cardinal direction.
Yes.
Relative teleporting is smoother and no longer brings players to a stop. It preserves their velocity from before the teleport.
So you can finally make a portal map.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I more mean like if you teleport somebody in while they're falling through the void, and they still have that same velocity.
Oh, they're going to die. No easy way to put that one.
Slash kill can now have a target selector argument.
Oh
and
my.
can kill entities and players, and can be run by command blocks. Clear can now be restricted to certain items and certain players. So, for example, slash clear at player 383, 120, 34 will remove up to 34 villager spawn eggs from yourself.
That's pretty cool for adventure maps.
Yeah, so you can remove anything that's unwanted. Like, you're not going to need any of this stuff, so you might as well get rid of it.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you're going to be able to... No, I guess you'll know what items they can possibly get in that situation. I was going to say... I was going to say there's probably not a way to keep items in inventory, but you could just delete all the ones that you don't want them to have.
Yeah.
Let's see. Test 4 can now be used to check data tags. For example, slash test 4 at P. For
I believe there was some bugs with this, though.
Food level 20, so you can test to see if somebody's food level is at maximum.
Yeah, and then drop it to 0.
And then drop it to 0. You're starving. Don't eat too much.
Never fill your hunger bar.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'd be an interesting thing to add to a UHC match.
Interesting, yeah.
Either that or give them, famine.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Lapis lazuli now generates in larger veins, whereas before it generated mostly in a maximum 2x2x2. It will now fill up larger areas to offset with the enchanting.
Yes.
And then bug fixes.
Lots. I don't think there's anything too...
Oh, interesting. Zombies kill villagers instead of transforming them on hard difficulty.
Really?
So in other words, when you're boned, you're boned.
I don't like that.
I don't particularly like it either, but it makes sense.
If I catch a zombie on top of the trench.
Yeah. You kill it. I'd like it more if it was like a 50% chance thing.
Yeah. Chicken jockeys causing lag on multiplayer servers. God fucking damn chicken jockeys.
Did they fix it?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's fixing it.
Okay. Now I'm wondering how they fixed it.
I don't know how they fixed it. Hopefully removing it. Making the chicken despawn when the zombie does.
Yeah. I can tell you right here, right now, that I have a chicken jockey in front of me. So they're still in the game.
Well, yeah, they're in the game, but switch to day, watch it burn. You know. Wait, never mind. It won't burn, will it?
No.
Baby mobs don't burn. Set it to easy or set it to peaceful, rather.
Oh, I didn't know this was a bug. Random destination routine has a small statistical tendency to move more towards the northwest.
Oh, yep, okay, so the chicken dies with the zombie.
Okay, good.
Sweet. Good to know. Alright, so that is all of 14W02 ABC. There's more fixes in B.
There's a lot of bug fixes, but that's to be expected.
Mojang, where we fix bugs, and more bugs, and more bugs.
And then
make more. Yeah.
In the process,
no real
making
notable
more
bug fixes in B. I guess there was a lot of game crashes that they were fixing. An item entity falling on farmland destroys the farmland. That was a bug that got fixed in C.
That was only a bug in the snapshots, though. So.
Killing all entities does not kill arrows.
Oh, hallelujah! We can finally get rid of arrows.
Yeah, that actually was a problem for some people.
Yeah, like Pirate Academy.
Yeah. So.
I'm sure we have a few stuck somewhere.
I am sure. Somewhere.
I know Inferno had one stuck in his fence
Oh, I took
for the
that one.
longest time. Oh.
And for those of you that are actually looking at the screen during the podcast, you will notice the logo has changed.
If you remember.
If you remember what the old... Well, if I remember to do it. No, it's going to have a fade between the two during the course of the podcast. We
It's
have
pretty.
a new logo
Of sorts.
of sorts. For some reason, we've all gravitated towards the Chaos emblem.
It was really only
The chaos
because
symbol?
it was the only thing that popped up.
We all could agree on was something that didn't look
well.
dumb.
It still looks pretty dumb, but it's less dumb than the last one we had.
I don't know. We've had that old one for so long.
Yeah.
Well,
Almost
you
a
know
year
what?
now.
If anything, we can at least say it's not a potato on a stick.
Oh. Oh.
References.
If you don't get
And
that
on that
reference, screw you.
And why are you watching this podcast?
Yeah, why are you watching us?
No, if you don't get that reference, then there's probably a pretty good reason why you're watching
Wait, no,
us.
no. Keep watching us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please. We are pretty. Give us money.
I was wondering how long it was going to be till that quote came back.
Well,
Right. So, yeah, new logo. It's shiny. Not really.
yeah, not really at all. It's kind of dull, actually. Like,
Oh, shut up.
what's a really
You?
dull element?
You.
No, element, like gold or platinum or lead. Lead's dull. It's dull like lead.
Don't like the face. So, projects, server news. We haven't gotten to that.
Iron Farm.
Iron Foundry is already done.
Iron Farm. Iron Farm. Iron Farm. Iron
Basically,
Farm.
basically all that Blender's going to talk about, because that's all he's doing.
That's all I did for the past, like, month.
Yeah.
You
Although
accept
I am-
that farm?
I
Except,
am
Wait.
going...
except
I'm gonna sell that man
Cactify.
this month.
Except
Mhm.
Cactify my house.
Cactify. That's a pretty great verb. Oh.
God, that was a
I am
lot of
actually going to be
fun
working at
this.
Swan. I'm going to be doing the town center. So,
For the portal?
so- Yeah, the portal and the main street, I guess.
Gotcha. I'm currently going to be working on... I've been working on trying to get supplies to dye glass and stained clay to build the floor for my massive storage room.
And did you ever figure out where that was going to go?
Nether. I'm just going to do it in the nether. But it has... What is that? 30... 60, 100, 90... Trying to remember how many chests are in each room. I'm like looking at the picture. It has about 130, 140 double chests
In total?
in total. No, probably more than that. But anyways, it's going to be massive, and that's just simply because I'm so OCD about things that I like having my organization a very specific way. Messy chests just end up bothering me. But they'll
You
stay that
love
way.
my place right now.
They'll stay that way is my problem. Which
Yeah.
is what's
Sound like
happening.
King.
Yeah. Because
Actually,
I like being able to know where things are.
He just didn't care.
King didn't care.
He didn't care about if he was left to his own devices and didn't have a storage room, he would not care.
Yeah, but except for the fact that he built a giant, massive automated storage room.
Yeah, that was mainly for
Because he could.
his finding
Because he
things'
could.
sake. Yeah, and because he could too.
Yeah.
But
And now you can too, with all the iron from the iron farm.
Hey.
The iron farm.
Oh,
Iron
sorry guys, I'm gonna need to take all 47 of those blocks, or 47 stacks of those blocks.
Good luck.
Yeah. They'll be all replaced tomorrow.
Yep, pretty much. Well, in a few days.
Yeah, in a couple of days.
But
Grave, what are you working on?
The
That's about
well,
it.
the island. Yeah. I've been really busy with school stuff, so I've not been on the server a whole lot.
But somehow
You need
you
to
have
fix that
plenty of
guy.
time for League.
No, not really. I don't play it honestly all that much. I just play whenever I
only
have.
once a night, like only like 5 times a night. It,
I normally play 1, maybe 2 games a night, but that's it. Other than that, I'm
and that's
working
only
on
because I
something.
start raging.
Oh yeah, that.
Anyways. Do we have anything else?
Flying purple ferrets.
Flying purple ferrets. And with that, folks, thank you for everybody for listening and watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace!